What's going on, guys? Figured I'd do a little walk around of the old heavy Chevy or lead sled or what have you. I've posted a few videos on it before, but never really said a whole lot about it. The car is a 53 Chevrolet 210. I've had the car since I was around 4 years old. My dad owned it and my grandfather owned it. The car just basically sat until the past couple years and just tinkered with it here and there. I've went back and forth on engine combinations for a while, and one time it was going to get a small block Chevrolet, a little 327, and then one point it was going to get a big block, and we finally decided on a LS engine or LS based engine, 5.3. I've changed engines since then. It still has another 5.3 in it, but the engine that's in all the other previous videos was basically just a stock 5.3 with truck heads and the sloppy stage 2 camshaft, Elgin 1840P, I believe it is. It ran good, ran fine, no issues with it. I just came across a little S10 pickup at the Pigeon Forge Rod Run in September. Guy wanted to do some trading, and I traded for the truck, and then brought the truck home and couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with it at first, and ended up basically just parting the truck out, and I kept the engine and transmission and things like that, and put the engine in the old lead sled here. It is has has dolphin gauges. The radio has been redone by R&B Vintage Audio out of Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Works great. It has the Phytech Ultimate LS EFI setup on it. Of course, you got the shifter there. Alright, I'll show you the engine here and explain it a little bit. It's a little dirty. Car sits outside quite a bit, more than it should. I live on a gravel road as well. This engine is a bored and stroked 5.3. Forged rotating assembly, H-beam rods, Molly pistons. It's a nice little setup. It's all studded, ARP bolts, and ARP studs throughout. It's got a set of trick flow CNC heads. Can't find the specs on the camshaft. I've looked up the part numbers and everything I could find on it and can't really find any information on the camshaft. I may post a picture of it, see if anyone out there can help me. Starting to put the fresh air vents back in the car. I originally took them out and had no intentions on using them, but thought about doing some long cruises this year and going to different shows and maybe trying to do some drag and drive events. I don't know. It'd be nice. But we thought about doing the Hot Rod Power Tour because it's in the southeast U.S. this year. Just trying to make it more comfortable to drive down the road. And I've got a whole new windshield wiper set up for it and rain gear set up. Does away with all the cables, and there's no wiper motor on the outside. It all mounts underneath the dash. It's a really nice setup. It's kind of pricey, but got to pay to play. Hopefully make a few more track visits this year and drive it down and see how this engine does. It's a lot more peppier than the old engine, I should say that. If the transmission holds up. It's just a stock 4L60E. That'll probably be my downfall, and I'll probably end up going with a 4L80 or changing the gear setup and going with a 350 turbo or 400 turbo, something like that. But that's the basics of the car. It's got a Walbro 255 pump, in-tank pump. It's just got Flowmasters on it now. Probably going to change that at some point. First put the car together, it had Black Widows on it, Black Widow mufflers. You can see it in a couple other videos. Changed the tailpipe setup and had considered going the turbo route with it. Not really sure what I'm going to do yet. Really like to do like a blower LSA or a Whipple, something like that, and just enjoy it and drive it. But I've got a lot of sound deadener and stuff to go in it and kind of make the ride more enjoyable. But that about sums up the lead sled. Try to make it out to a few events this year and just enjoy the car. It's like I said, I've had it for about 31 years now, and it's sat for probably 28 of those years. So now that we've got the means and the time and opportunity to do something with it, time to get it out and enjoy it. Y'all have a good one.